What's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Tech Talk, and today I want to be covering my Secretlab Titan chair. I've owned it for 5 months and I just wanted to sort of make a little video and let you know sort of my experiences, how I've got on with it, how it's holding up, and yeah, so let's get into it. That seems so much cooler in my head. Anyway, so as you know, I might have mentioned it once or twice, I work in IT, so I've always just sort of used basic office chairs over my life, really. They've always been sort of cheap chairs, do the job, and I think even my last chair, which I've used, was donated out of one of the last places I worked in. It was going to the skip, and I had said, could I have that chair? And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. And that's been my chair for the past few years. It did the job for me for all that I sat in it at home, but it was really amplified to me when we went into lockdown and I was at home, working from home straight for about 8 weeks. And that's when I discovered how bad my chair was. So I was then looking to invest in a new chair, and I scoured the internet for, it must have been about 6 weeks, just doing research. And in the process of doing this, everybody and anybody was tagging me on social media for the Secretlab chair, simply because they do a Dark Knight edition of it, and I might like Batman. Maybe. So I always looked at it and I would always see the posts and I would click into them and be like, oh, that looks so cool. And then I'd go, what? How much? I'll pay that for a chair. No chance. And that would always be the way I would leave it. And then the more research I did on chairs, the more and more I found myself going back to the Secretlabs. And I must have watched, if I watched one YouTube video on it, I must have watched about 50 of people that had bought them, had them for a while, had reviewed them, and I just found myself being drawn more and more to them. So I bit the bullet. I ordered one in May of 2020 and there was a waiting list at the time, and it arrived the third week in July 2020. So it arrived pretty quick to put it together, to be honest. I put it together in about 30 minutes. The instructions that came with it were great. It came in a massive box, it came with a massive sheet full of instructions and everything you needed to put it together, and it was very, very simple. So I went for leather, and I went for the Dark Knight edition simply because it wasn't that much more expensive. And when I had been speaking to the guys at Secretlabs about availability, they actually sent me a discount code and I got a bit more money off the chair. So I thought, might as well, I'll go for the chair, because I thought it looks cool, and I thought, you know, if this sort of chair, if I could get 5 years out of this chair, which is what the warranty period is on it, it's not that expensive a chair. Whereas if my mindset on it was, if I went and bought cheap chairs every year, you know, you'd be spending that amount of money, if not more, every year buying a new chair. So I bit the bullet, bought it, and yeah, my first few days of sitting on it, I thought, this thing's very stiff. Like it's comfortable, but it's firm. But it's not firm to the point where you couldn't sit in it for hours. It's firm to the point of, what I found when I was sitting in the chair, I found myself being uncomfortable for the first few times, simply because of the way I was sitting. And this chair, I know it sounds strange, but this chair I felt like it was correcting the way I was sitting. And after a couple of days of sitting in it, I then found myself sitting up straight, sitting properly. And then my back started to get less and less sore the more I sat in this chair. To which a lot of people had said in their YouTube videos, and I was sort of like, nah, I'm not really buying it. You know, it can't be the same for everybody, but it truly is. I find myself sitting in this chair, working at home, and before I know it, 3-4 hours have went past, and I could get up out of the chair, and I wouldn't be sore, I wouldn't be stiff. So I thought, this looks to be a really good investment. So, yeah, have I any regrets? Absolutely not. Would I buy it again? Would I buy another one? Absolutely, I really would. I had a recommendation link from Secretlab, which I shared out on my social media, and didn't really think much of it. Shared it out, and then I was sent an email from Secretlab to say that a certain amount of people had used my link to get discount off a chair. So they sent me a free leather cleaner, which is a great job. It's really kept the chair in good condition, cleaning it up and stuff. And to be honest, the only thing I've really had to clean off it is dust. You know, so the dust is the killer of everything, and there's no getting away from it. But a little wipe down of that, it's great. So I would recommend picking some of that up for sure. So this chair online, when I looked at it, was $379, and after I had spoken to Secretlab about availability, Secretlab sent me a discount code, and I actually got the chair for $349, which wasn't bad. I sort of thought, because the Dark Knight edition was like a lot of the special edition chairs are that little bit more expensive, because you're getting a design, you know, that isn't the standard. And yeah, you know, so $349 I thought was okay for what it was. The build quality especially is really good. You get good movement, good functionality in the arms. The base as well is a solid metal base. A lot of chairs which sort of come with plastic bases, they tend to break very easily. So it's a good, strong, solid base. The wheels on it really actually surprised me, because wheels are normally the things that break on chairs, and they usually break very easily. The wheels on this are the wheels on this are so strong and so well made that you barely hear them when you move. You know, like a lot of chairs I've had before, if you were to move the chair, it would squeak, it would rattle. This thing doesn't make a noise, which is great. And yeah, so there's good movement and a good support in it, and I would highly recommend you buying one if you're looking for a chair. One thing I will say is this memory foam pillow is unbelievably comfortable. Secretlab, if you watch this, can you make me a big one of these pillows? Because I love this. This is brilliant. It's cooling memory foam, so if you're sort of sitting in the chair for a long time and you just sort of rest your head on it, you can actually feel it cool in the back of your head, which is pretty cool. So I want a really big one of these. Make me one, please. So yeah. So that's really it, guys. I just thought I would do a video just to sort of show you my chair, let you know my thoughts and my honest opinions on it, and yeah. If you have any questions, by all means, leave me a comment down below. I will give you my honest opinion on anything that you ask me. I honestly wouldn't show anything on this channel if I didn't like it. If I didn't think it was a good product, I wouldn't show it, and I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think it was good. So by all means, if you have any questions, if you're thinking of buying one, I know these are an expensive chair when you look at a lot of chairs out there. If you do have any queries, just ask me. I'll give you my honest answer. I really will. Yeah. So leave me a comment down below. If you like the video, give me a big thumbs up. It massively helps me on the channel, helps me to grow. The support I've received so far, I'll be honest, I'm overwhelmed. I didn't think anybody would would be bothered listening to me, to be honest. So I really appreciate it, guys. For all you guys that have subscribed and you like and comment on my videos, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and you'll see more of this sort of thing below. And I'll catch you in the next one.